Yo, what's up, my incredible crew? Buckle up, because today I'm dropping a story that's not just a tally, it's a straight-up fire that's inspired millions across the globe. This is about a guy who taught us how to battle, how to dream big, and how to win, no matter how tough life gets. We're talking about a legend whose fists flew faster than lightning, whose kicks could shake mountains, and whose mind changed the world. His name? Bruce Lee. Yeah, you know him, a martial arts master, movie star, philosopher, and warrior rolled into one. But trust me, his real-life story is way crazier than any blockbuster. So, grab a snack, lean in, and let's dive into the epic saga of Bruce Lee, a journey that'll pump you up, sharpen your English, and light a spark in your soul. Why this story hits different. This ain't just about cool fight scenes or that iconic flying kick. It's about a man who turned pain into power, doubters into believers, and dreams into reality. As you vibe with this story, you'll pick up easy, powerful English words and phrases to level up your speaking game. Plus, you'll snag life lessons from Bruce that'll make you tougher, bolder, and ready to conquer anything. So, let's roll it. This is part 1 of the legend. Part 1. The spark of a legend. Picture this, November 27, 1940, San Francisco, California. A baby boy is born, not in some fancy hospital, but in a Chinese hospital while his dad, a famous opera singer from Hong Kong, is on tour. That boy? Bruce Lee, born in the year of the dragon and the hour of the Dragona, double dragon energy, baby. In Chinese culture, that's like winning the cosmic lottery. People knew this kid was destined for greatness. His Chinese name, Li Junfan, means return again, a nod to his parents' hope that he'd one day come back to America and make waves. Spoiler, he did. But first, his family moved back to Hong Kong, where Bruce grew up, a total firecracker, always jumping, fighting, and causing a ruckus. His parents were like, "Chill, kid." But Bruce? He was unstoppable. Here's the wild part, Bruce wasn't born perfect. His right leg was shorter than his left, messing with his balance. His eyesight was so bad he needed glasses, later switching to rare contact lenses. Imagine the guy who became the fastest fighter ever could barely see without help. But did that stop him? Heck no. Those challenges just fueled his fire. As a kid, Bruce was no stranger to the spotlight. His dad was an actor, so Bruce landed his first movie role at 3 months old. By his teens, he'd starred in over 20 Chinese films. But acting wasn't his thing yet. He was too busy scrapping in the streets, dancing, and being a rebel. School? Not his jam. Fights? Oh, he was all in. At 13, everything changed. Bruce got wrecked in a street fight and was pissed. His dad, fed up, hooked him up with Ip Man, a Wing Chun kung fu master. Bruce fell in love with martial arts, training like a beast to 500 punches a day, even as a kid. But not everyone was cool with him. Some students at the school dissed him because his mom was part German, saying he wasn't Chinese enough to learn kung fu. That stung, but Bruce didn't quit. He trained harder, faster, until his hands were a blur. By his late teens, Bruce was winning street fights left and right, but it got him in hot water with the cops. His parents were like, enough. At 18, they shipped him off to America with just $100 and a dream. Hong Kong said goodbye, but the world was about to say hello. Part 2, Hustle Mode activated. It's 1959, and 18-year-old Bruce lands in Seattle with nothing but a suitcase and some serious swagger. No money, no connections, just pure grit. He crashes in a tiny room above a restaurant owned by a family friend, washing dishes and sweeping floors to get by. No red carpet here, just hard work. At night, after slaving away, Bruce trained. No gym? No problem. He'd kick and punch in his cramped room, perfecting his moves. He enrolled in Edison Technical School to finish high school, rocking an accent and standing out among his mostly white classmates. But Bruce? He owned it. Funny, confident, and quick-witted, he won people over. One day, he showed a classmate his speed. His fist stopped an inch from the guy's face before he could blink. That classmate. His first American student. Bruce started teaching kung fu to anyone who wanted to learn. A black, white, Asian, didn't matter. This pissed off traditional Chinese martial arts teachers who thought kung fu was for Chinese only. They threw down a challenge: fight our top guy, Wong Jack Man, in Oakland, 1964. If you lose, stop teaching non-Chinese. Bruce was like, bet. The fight was over in minutes. Bruce smoked him. But he wasn't satisfied. He thought it took too long and burned too much energy. That's when he said, screw tradition. I'm making my own style. Enter Jeet Kune Do, a martial art with no rules, just speed, power, and flow. While studying at the University of Washington, Bruce met Linda Emery, a badass student of his. They fell hard for each other, but her family wasn't thrilled about her dating a Chinese guy. Racism tried to block their love, but Linda said, watch me. They married in 1964, had 2 kids, Brandon in 1965 and Shannon in 1969, and became a power couple. Bruce was becoming a beast. 2-finger push-ups? Check. A 1-inch punch that could drop a grown man? Yup. So fast that cameras had to slow down to catch his moves? You bet. A 130-kilogram wrestler once challenged him but backed out, saying, this dude ain't human. Bruce's ABS were chiseled perfection, and he trained 4-5 hours daily at 2,000 punches, 1,000 kicks, and 0 excuses. He even had his underarm sweat glands removed to look flawless on camera. Talk about dedication. But Hollywood? They weren't ready for him. Casting directors said, you're Asian. We want white heroes. Your accent's weird. Bruce got stuck in small roles, like Kato in The Green Hornet. It flopped in America, and he was crushed. But Bruce wasn't done. He said, if America won't give me a shot, I'll make the world come to me. So, in 1971, he jetted back to Hong Kong, and that's when the game changed. Part 3, The Dragon Roars. Bruce thought Hong Kong forgot him. Wrong. When he stepped off the plane, a mob of fans, reporters, and cameras swarmed him. Why? The Green Hornet, called the Kato Show in Asia, was a massive hit. Bruce was a superstar and didn't even know it. Hong Kong producers were begging to work with him, and this time, he'd be the hero. He signed with Golden Harvest and dropped The Big Boss, aka Fists of Fury. Made on a $100,000 budget with basic cameras and a simple story, it was Bruce who made it magic. Playing a quiet guy who snaps when his friends are killed, his fights were electric. Theaters went wild. The people screamed, cheered, and watched it over and over. It smashed box office records overnight. Next up, Fist of Fury, aka The Chinese Connection. This wasn't just about fighting, it was about pride. In one scene, Bruce obliterates a sign that says, no dogs or Chinese allowed. For Asians who'd faced racism, that kick was a revolution. The movie outdid The Big Boss, and the world took notice. Then came Way of the Dragon, where Bruce wrote, directed, and starred. The final fight? Bruce vs. karate champ Chuck Norris in Rome's Colosseum. It's still the most legendary martial arts showdown ever. Intense, emotional, and pure art. Bruce didn't just win, he showed respect, covering Norris's body after the fight. Bruce's training was next level: 5,000 punches, 2,000 kicks, 6 kilometers runs, meditation, nunchaku drills, and more every single day. He tracked everything in a notebook, treating his body like a lab. Scientists studied him, saying his muscles were like steel. He could snatch a coin from your hand before you closed it. Real-life superhero? You tell me. Hollywood finally came knocking, and Bruce signed on for Enter the Dragon, his first big American film. It was a banger, big budget, epic fights, and Bruce unleashed. He played a martial artist taking down a drug lord, wielding nunchaku and Jeet Kune Do like a boss. But tragedy struck. In 1973, Bruce got a headache, took a painkiller, and never woke up. Doctors said brain swelling, but the mystery lingers. Part 4. The legend lives on. Bruce was only 32 when he passed, but his impact? Eternal. Enter the Dragon dropped 6 days after his death, grossing $350 million worldwide, a fortune in the '70s. Fans were obsessed, theaters packed, and Bruce's face was everywhere. Conspiracy theories swirled: a mafia hit, poison, cursey, but his spirit? Untouchable. Bruce wasn't just a fighter, he was a thinker. His philosophy? Gold. Be like water, adapt, flow, crash when needed. Fear the man who practices one kick 10,000 times to master your craft. Don't just know, though action beats talk. His books, like Tao of Jeet Kune Do and Artist of Life, reveal a poet, a dreamer, a warrior of the mind. His wife, Linda, raised their kids with love. Tragically, their son Brandon died in 1993, shot on the set of The Crow. But Bruce's legacy? It's bulletproof. Statues stand in Hong Kong, Bosnia, and LA. Museums display his nunchaku and notes. Stars like Jackie Chan, Keanu Reeves, and Conor McGregor call him their hero. He's the father of mixed martial arts, showing the world Asians could be powerful, proud, and unstoppable. Your turn to be a legend. Bruce's life wasn't perfect, to health issues, racism, rejection, but he never quit. He turned pain into power, doubt into dreams. Here's what he'd tell you. Start where you are. Don't wait for perfect to use what you've got. Believe in you. The world might doubt you, but you don't. Turn pain into power. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. Live with purpose. Don't chase fame, chase your truth. Never stop learning. Stay curious, keep growing. Bruce woke up at 6:30 a.m., stretched, meditated, ran 8 kilometers, trained for hours, read, wrote, and loved his family fiercely. He lived like every day was his last. So, what's stopping you? No time? Too tired? Bruce would say, don't wish for it, will it? This is your story now. Stand up, fight fear, crush limits, and write your own legend. If this fired you up, subscribe for more stories that don't just teach English, they teach you to live. Let's keep the vibe alive. Be like Bruce, train hard, love deep, and never, ever give up. Who's ready to unleash their inner dragon? Drop a comment and let's hear your roar.